Hello, day 2 of our 5X Your Impact on Facebook mini course. I'm really excited. I hope yesterday, day 1, you went in, you made some small changes to your profile, you cleaned it up a little bit, you created that likability, that knowability, that trust factor with just your picture, your cover photo, and then your content, right? So we now are ready to dive into a little bit more of that depth, more of that understanding. But before we get into content, because content is very important, but I don't think we're there yet. So before we get into content today, we're going to talk about public versus private, and also this really awesome tool you probably may or may not, most of you probably have never seen or utilized. Maybe you saw it, you weren't sure what it was, is called Friend List, right? So let's dive into that, because this is a awesome way to segment the people that you're friends with on Facebook and show them the content that you want them to see only versus everybody. Does that sound like a cool thing? I'm telling you what, recently I started really hitting this hard and doing this consistently, and I'm telling you, it has changed so much of what I put out there and who sees it, and I'm super excited for you guys to learn this. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to screen share there we go. All right, I'm going to get rid of this though, because we don't need that. All right, so now you're just looking at Facebook, right? I'm going to turn off my chat. We do not need anyone chatting with me right now. All right, so that's all shut off. Let's get started. So many of you know what this looks like, and this is easy to find on your desktop. So guys, when we're doing some of these setting changes, some of these changes to your Facebook profile, it is much easier to be on a desktop than your mobile. Just saying. Me personally, I love the desktop. I work a lot faster and more efficiently in there. So let's start talking about some of the stuff. So many of you already have either, you know that each time that you post something, so say I'm going to post right here. Come on, computer. There we go. You can choose who this is going to go to, right? So you know where it's going to go. You know it can be public or private, right here. So you can either have everybody see it, friends accept certain people, different things like that, right? So there is so much you can do on Facebook. I like to keep almost all of my posts public because I'm creating a lifestyle. I'm showing them who I am, what I'm about, and a little trickle of my entrepreneurship, what I do in my career. I keep things public, but there's a lot of things that you might not see that I actually post, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so let's go back over here to our actual page. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. There we go. So here's your normal thing. I'm not saying to go here, because if we click here, we're going to go over to just my personal profile. So this is called our home page right here. When you hit the F for Facebook, this is going to create this style, right? Okay, so when you come down here, you see this friends list right down here on the left-hand side. All right, so we're going to click on this. So you can create a list. This is crazy. So you can create a list, and a lot of the things, so like these things here are because that's what I'm part of. That's in my about section. I have claimed that I went to the Academy of Mesotherapy. I worked at State of Fitness. I independent, those are my past. This is all of my past stuff that I had. When people say they're family, they go in here. When you choose that they're close friends, they go in here, right? So there's a lot of things in here already. But these 4 right here are the ones that I focus on, because, and I add to these every now and then, right? Especially if I'm doing a course or I'm doing a group focus thing, I want to see people's stuff. So when you decide to create a list, you click create a list, you're going to name it. So maybe I'm going to name it new, what should I name it? New people. This could be new people I meet, right? So maybe I'm out and about, I went to, or heck, maybe it's Growth Summit. Not sure why my computer is so slow today. I don't like it being slow, people. So I'm going to a conference called Growth Summit. This is something I do as well. The people I meet at the Growth Summit, obviously I'm going to ask, hey, are you on Facebook? Let's be friends. Let's stay connected, right? So I'm going to go here and then say, Brooke was at the Growth Summit. Chastity was at the Growth Summit. And maybe I met a Mark at the Growth Summit, okay? So like maybe there's like 15 people, but I just created this list and there's 3 members in it now. Now I created it. Woo woo! So now you're like, okay, well, what does that do for me, right? Why do I care about that? Okay. When I go to the Growth Summit right now, I'm on the Growth Summit, I am going to see only posts that those 3 members that I put in there is posting about, right? So I'm going to be able to stay in tune with them. I'm going to be able to go, oh my gosh, I love this. That looks yummy. Okay. So when you want to increase your engagement with certain people, get in their newsfeed, build that relationship with them. These lists are insanely amazing to be able to just see their stuff, right? So let's see here. You can add people to this list. You can rename it, you can edit it, or you can delete it. Okay, so pretty cool here, right? So let's go to this friends list here. And let's just go, when I go back down here, let's see what pops up. Again, it's going to be all of my lists, all of them. Let me just go here to family. Now we're at family. Every single person that has been noted that they are family of mine, I'm going to see their posts. So when you say, man, I don't see so-and-so's posts anymore, you can add them to a list and just look at that list of their posts, right? So you can stay in touch. You can use Facebook for what it was meant to be used for, to stay in connection with the people you care about. So on here, you're going to see, you know, what my family has posted. And I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't know they went on vacation. That looks pretty cool. And then I can comment and like on a lot of their stuff. This also is great for when you're prospecting people, you know, those active prospecting moments in your business, which should be all the time. You're going to create a list that is going to be just for those prospects. Maybe it's July prospects, August prospects. Maybe you have 20 people on there, right? But you can put those 20 people into a list, and now you can see how you can just see their posts and things like that. But the cool thing is, when you post something, you can actually say only show to these people. So say you wanted to post stuff about your family and you didn't want the whole world to see it, because many people are still really private about things like that. And I totally respect that. So you could have all your family on a list like I do, and you can post a picture of your kids and you can say, see only, you know, you can choose that list that they're the only ones that can see it. So when you pop on your timeline, you're going to see it there. But if your friend pops on your timeline, they won't see that post. Only the people that you say can see it are going to see it. Do you see how crazy impactful these friend lists can be? So let's recap real quick. I want to show you this one more time. So we're going to screen share right now. So again, you're on your home. You click on that Facebook. Okay. Now you're going to go down here to friends list. You can create a list. Right? So you can create a list, put the people in that list you want in that list, and then you can save it, right? Pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet. Now let's say I'm going to show you another way that you can put people into these lists by going through your friends. So I'm on my profile. I'm hitting friends right here. And so once this pops up, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So give this lovely Wi-Fi. Okay, so here we go. We got Jackie. I just hover over where it says friends. And here it says close friends, acquaintances. I can add to another list, right? I can add to any of the lists I have here. So like I can say, I can put her in family if I wanted to. I can put her in my, fan page if I wanted her to. I can put her in good friends, right? So now she's in those lists that I have. If I go here, I can add to another list, right? I can move people around and I can add them to more than one list. If that makes sense, give me a whoop whoop. Like, isn't that awesome? Like you can sort people. So when I started to create these lists, what I did is when I would see them, they'd message me or they were in my newsfeed, I'd scroll over that and I'd start adding them to lists. So it wasn't like I sat down and took 5 hours and added all my friends to different lists. No, but when they become my focus for prospecting, they go on that list. When they become this focus, they go on this list. If they become part of my leadership, they go into that list, things like that. That's when I put them into the list. Does that make sense? Does that make you excited? Because many of you are like, well, my friends and family are sick of seeing my posts. Well, wouldn't it be cool if you had a prospecting list that you could share those product, testimony, service, opportunity posts with just those people on the list? Maybe you had a deal you're running. You have some kind of crazy deal for your business. And you want to put it on social media with class, and we're going to talk about content in the next units coming up. But you want to share it, right? You want to get the word out with the most amount of people. Well, instead of blasting it to everybody who gets annoyed by you because their time isn't now, it's okay. Someday they'll warm up and be ready to join you. But right now, you want to just focus on these 20 people. You want to offer this deal to 20 people. You can create that list of those 20 people. You can post that graphic, that video, whatever it might be, and it's only going to go to those 20 people. It's only going to show up on their timeline. Sweet, right? So that is the coolest thing in the world. So many of you who were afraid of being public all the time, you're not getting your reach being private, now you have the solution. And so can you just imagine the power that these lists will give you while you're building your business on Facebook, while still being that friend or that family member without annoying people? Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. All right, guys, that is it for day 2. I hope that you got something from this. I'm excited to hear what your lists were. So drop down below here. Let me know what lists you chose. Were your lists family, friends, prospects, team members, leadership? Were they similar to mine? Or were they like something totally different? Let's all learn together. Let's all share our list names. And because that's going to give every single one of us, myself included, I'm going to learn from you all, some other ideas on what kind of list can we make to help grow our business and our impact on Facebook. So get to those lists. Go back, watch this. We're going to have a tutorial again laid out for you below here. But how impactful is this going to be for your business? Drop your thoughts right now in the comments so we all can celebrate our excitement together. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow on day 3.